important thing about snow is white, it's cold, and it looks like crystals. But the most important thing about snow is that it's cold.
The most important thing about ice cream is that it melts. It also comes in many flavors. It has toppings and it can also be sweet and sour. But the most important thing about ice cream is that it melts.
The important thing about trees, they help animals live. They grow fruit to eat. They grow leaves that help us be healthy. But the most important things, they help us breathe.
The most important thing about birthdays is cake. We sing a birthday song, we have ice cream, we wear party hats. But the most important thing about birthdays is cake.
The most important thing about football is that you have fun playing it. Playing football takes lots of skill sometimes. Football is a sport that you can have fun at. Playing football is also a good way to stay fit. But the most important thing about football is that you have fun playing it.
The important thing about books is that you can read them. They tell you about stuff, they have pages and are fun to read. But the important thing about books is that you can read them.
The most important thing about clouds is they are fluffy. They really great detail. Rain and other types of weather come from clouds. They are in the sky and protect the earth. Clouds come in different shapes, sizes, and color. But the most important thing about clouds is some are small. The important thing about balloons is that they float. They're colorful. You can hold them. But the important thing about balloons is that they float.
The most important thing about cats is that they always land on their feet. They also have many different movements for emotions. They are also very athletic. They can also scratch and bite, but the most important thing about cats is that they always land on their feet.
The most important thing about teachers, they teach us, they are fun, they help us in everything. But the most important thing about teachers, they make us smart.
The most important thing about my family is love. I love my family loves me, we love our pets. The most important thing about my family is love.
The most important thing about a speaker is that it makes things louder. Speakers come in all sizes. Speakers help people listen to what they're watching or listening to. Some speakers can turn really loud or really low. But the most important thing about a speaker is that it makes things louder.
The important thing about adults is that they are tall. They can be male or female, they could be blonde, they could have a job. But the important thing about adults is that they are tall.
The most important thing about holidays is they celebrate something special throughout history. Some holidays celebrate something fun. Some holidays celebrate something religious. All holidays were created from historical fact and are special in their own way. But the most important thing about holidays is they celebrate something special throughout history. The important thing about paper is that you can use them, and in a pencil you can draw on it and you can write on it. But the most important thing about paper is that you write on it.
The most important thing about flowers is that they're pretty. They also come in different sizes, colors, and types. But the most important thing about flowers is that they're pretty.
The most important thing about clothes, we wear them. They are colorful, they are different shapes, but the most important thing is that we wear them.
The most important thing about oranges is juice. We can drink the orange juice, we can eat the oranges, and we can toss the oranges. But the most important thing about oranges is juice.
The most important thing about bikes is that you ride them. There are many types of bikes. You can do many tricks on bikes. You can ride them different places. But the most important thing about bikes is that you ride them.
The important thing about toys is that you can play with them. They could be big and small, they can make sounds, and are each different. But the important thing about toys is that you can play with them.
The most important thing about rice is water. Water boils in a pot, water steams from the pot, and water evaporates from the pot. But the most important thing about rice is water.
The important thing about spiders is that they can catch bugs. They spin webs, they can have babies, and they can be poisonous. But the important thing about spiders is that they catch bugs.
The most important thing about a phone is you can call or text people, play games on them, take pictures. Some phones last a long time. But the most important thing about a phone is you can call or text people.